In a society where students are often tethered to textbooks and digital screens, Erin Pringle, a veteran educator at Unity Grove Elementary, is rewriting the narrative by immersing her students in the vibrant, hands-on world of agriculture. Pringle's journey into Ag Ed is as inspiring as it is transformative. It all started with her son Jack, who initiated the program as part of his FFA project. Seeing the potential of this budding initiative, Erin took the reins and expanded it into a robust program that has touched the lives of countless students. In essence, what began as a small project has blossomed into a passion-driven mission to connect suburban students with the roots of agriculture.
It was filling a passion and a need that I feel like our kids are missing. In our typical curriculum nowadays, they get a lot of factual information, but not a lot of hands-on. We don't have time for experiments, we don't have time for exploration, we don't have time for public presentation. And so the things that they were doing with Farmer Jack or with Miss Pringle filled those needs.
She was able to very quickly see and help others see, whether it was students and teachers at the high school, because we do a lot of partnerships with them, as well as our teachers here, that this connects to all of our standards. It connects to our kids need to be hands-on. They need to see, why am I learning how to measure area and perimeter? When am I ever going to use this? And then she was able to give them a challenge, like, well, we have a pig and a goat coming, we need to build them a pen.
Erin's first major project involved transforming the school's courtyard into a thriving garden. It started small, just a few raised beds built with donated materials. But it was enough to get students' hands in the soil and their minds thinking. Today, the garden boasts 24 raised beds, student-designed landscaping, and a variety of crops.
In the last year or so, our garden has taken off and we are now producing lots and lots of vegetables. And so it's important for kids to know where their food really comes from, what real food tastes like off of a vine. And so not only seeing the process of the plant growing and pollinating and producing, but also harvesting and pruning, recipes that we use. We also have started working a lot on sustainability. There will come a time where Miss Pringle is not here, and who's going to take care of these things, and how can we make sure that this continues? How can we make sure that our soil is ready for next season? What can we do different that we didn't do last time? And so a lot of our lessons and a lot of our conversations with kids have also started to revolve around that.
But the courtyard was only the beginning. A tour of the school grounds, one will notice a 5,000 square foot pumpkin patch and a habitat for Fern the goat and Clyde the potbelly pig. Erin's students, some of whom had never stepped foot on a farm, now experience a full sensory learning environment, discovering where food really comes from and the science behind agriculture. This connection has inspired the creation of the Farm Foodies Club, where students cook farm-to-table recipes with local chefs and taste the produce they grow themselves.
One of the clubs that we started to get to put out into the community was our Farm Foodies Club. And all of the ag in the classroom things happening here, and then it took one partner in education just walking by and listening to our kids talk about it, to then where we've now been able to build partnerships with banks who are willing to support us and providing funds during the year, grants that she looks for. She goes out of her way on her free time to present at conferences and to expose what the benefit is to bringing our kids into this type of environment and getting to let them literally get their hands dirty, and why does that need to be something that we incorporate back into schools.
I don't go and ask for money. I have kids show what we're doing. Our kids are constantly researching, finding out how much something would cost, contacting, and so again, those life skills, contacting, asking adults, finding out information, making a budget. Those are things that are kind of like soft skills that we're teaching along the way. And so when they go to ask for things from a company, they tend to get it. When they help to write a grant, we tend to get it. And so having that kid perspective is a big one.
As Erin continues to bridge the gap between her students' suburban life and the vast world of agriculture, she leaves a legacy of curiosity, stewardship, and a passion for future generations. For her, it's not just about teaching. It's about nurturing a love for learning and a respect for the land that will grow along with her students.
A lot of our mission and values all relate around loving, and unity makes us great. And so we begin and end every single day with things like, if anyone has told you yet, we love every single one of you. We can't wait to see you tomorrow. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of hugging. There's a lot of I love yous in the car line and stuff. So it's just kind of how it is here.